I joined my first game jam ever and almost screwed up everything. So, in the last week, as I said, I was looking up something. So, as I promised now, here's the first long form video for this week. The second one will drop soon, so stay tuned. And also, like really thanks for the amazing support on the last short. 1.2k views is an amazing and massive achievement. So if you want more of this content, go down like a good boy, press the like and subscribe button to motivate me more. So everything started on a random Sunday. I was bored, so I thought, what would be better than forcing my pathetic soul into making a game in a small time window where people judge it based on the theme that they have already chosen. Yes, I love to torture myself, especially for you, dear viewer. Day zero. I was just searching for game jams on the best website ever in the history of indie game dev, H.io. I want something that is not way too small and not very big, like around 90 to 500 devs. Uh, if I join a game jam with 10 to 50 devs, it will be like winning the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. I'm sorry, Hurricane, no offense for you, but on the other hand, if I join a big game jam, I will get my cheeks toasted. So I found this game jam called the 56th game Jam Gam. I don't know what is this name, but it has around 300 devs, and it's a week long, so I won't complain. So I joined in, entered the Discord server to vote for one out of three themes, and they are Dystopia, Illusion, and Paradox. So I was thinking that Dystopia will need a lot of models that will waste 4 days finding or making, and my 3D modeling level is equal to my low IQ. And Paradox, I couldn't think of a way that could make a game about paradoxes because my brain gets fired from simple math and code, so I can't make it. So I decided to vote for the illusion theme, which I didn't have any specific idea for at the time in my head. Foreshadowing. And after waiting and waiting and waiting and more waiting, a little bit more waiting and a little bit more bigger waiting, the next day came around and the theme was sound please illusion. I jumped out of my desk, jumping as if I won a lottery, but after a few seconds I realized that I don't have any idea or any basic knowledge about what am I supposed to do. Day 1. I stayed for 6 continuous hours writing and bringing ideas, writing them down on a sticky note in the laptop, then scrapping them out. Maybe I did it for 7 different ideas, so I chose an idea that is simple, which is using mechanical color change illusion. Now, what the hell is that? Trust me, bro, I'm as clueless as you are. So, after asking my bestie Gemini, what is the mechanical color something something, and he said it's some kind of illusion that works by switching color. Oh, nice. It would be easy. Trust, it's not. I got inspired by this idea when my brain decided to doom scroll in the YouTube shorts. I found this video about a Dan fan art that uses cinema colored 3D glasses to switch the drawings that are shown because he have drawn each one using the same color as one of the lens. It's related to the color theory and everything, so I'm not entering details because I hate studying. Being and implementing this idea was the easiest part and the last easy one. I just used the weapon switching script from Breaky's gun tutorial series. Thanks, by the way, bro. To switch between lenses by the scroll wheel, and depending on the color of the lens, all the objects from the same color will be shown, and anything else will disappear. Day 2. So most of the day was wasted on 10% game dev, 30% planning, and 60% doom scrolling. So day 2 will be the most productive day because I called Mahoraga to borrow his divine wheel to adapt to the situation, but I got rejected than any way that any girl could ever do. So I made a simple room that is just cubed, just like my head, and added a simple text on the wall that shows the player how to move and change color lens, and showed them an example to see how the lens color can affect the environment. I couldn't think of a better way to use this mechanic color thing. I forgot what was its name, other than a parkour. So I stole the lava from lava parkour. And oh, you're asking what is this at the bottom of the screen? Ah, don't worry, you dirty minded idiot. It's just a belt. why it's there? Don't ask questions that you don't wanna know its answers. Jam demands the games to include a special object. This version's special objects was, you guessed it, belt. My initial idea was to have a conveyor belt that can mix shards of colored glass to make a new lens color, but my 3D modeling abilities were so good that it make all models way too realistic, but as you can see, the game is low poly. So I cancelled this idea because I couldn't find the fitting model and switched to the build that I made. Just like that, day 2 was wasted. Day 3. Day 3 is one of the days where I forgot to record any footage for, so use your imagination. In this day, I changed the textures from prototypes grids to black and gray squared grids texture and added a 3D room that I don't know what to do with because I don't want to make the whole game only parkour. For that, I created a simple mechanic of triggers, where you can use the blocks of the same color to trigger an action or a door to open. It was pretty simple to open a door for the next level. When I came to the test, I liked the mechanic to the point of addiction. Maybe I wasted 4 hours and 30 minutes playing with the triggers, but it was really fun. I actually don't regret it. And because my screwed up sleep schedule, I couldn't work anymore. Day 4. Again, my sleeping destroyed all of my plans, so I woke up at 6 p.m. I opened itch.io and realized that some people have already submitted, but I'm not rating them now because I don't have time for now. So I logged in and made a full puzzle using those triggers, and maybe this is the best puzzle in the whole game. It's the like I can't. It's just genius. Okay, genius. Is there a word better than genius? Like uh, Genius Pro Max, something like that, because I needed to describe myself. I started optimizing the settings of the game and changed some variables in the player movement to feel more satisfying. And after this, I reached the point to where working doesn't feel fun anymore. So I stopped for a few minutes. Then I realized that I have a YouTube channel, so I started working on a new short. And guys, thanks for the amazing support on that short. It really revived my channel, and I want to interact more with you guys. So write a comment down. Tell me what is your favorite game of my games, and tell me more future videos ideas. So let's go back to the video. Day 5. Spent it all working on the second long form video, so I didn't touch this project that I decided to name. Drum rolls please again. Vision Spectrum. The initial name was Shard Spectrum, but because I wanted the conveyor belt, but I now scrapped it out. Now it's called Vision Spectrum. And again, I opened the itch.io game jam page, and another game is submitted. So I calculated that most of the games will be submitted around the last hour. So I need to finish fast, or when I come to submit, it will crash on my face. Day 6. I looked in with everything I have. I extended the trigger level to make it more techy, or should I say more illusionary. Please, someone alive me now. And I made a maze level where you unlock doors by changing the lens, but changing them will look all the other doors from different colors. So you need to balance your usage of lens and colors. To make a final level, but I didn't have any ideas for 3 hours because again my brain is brain rotted and I kept on doom scrolling. I was starting at an empty room of my project, and I'm away for real guys here. At some point I wanted to withdraw from the whole jam, but an idea sparked it in my brain. So once upon a time, in a land that no one have ever heard of before, where trash meets absolute stupidity, me, my brain, I was sitting watching video game about riddles. That was the trend back then. Okay, enough with this poetry sound. It's so it was a game about doors and riddles. I think you remember it from I think 2020 till 2022, where you read a riddle next to 4 or 5 doors, and you need to open the door based on the riddle. Like, of course, that was what you're supposed to do. And so I made 3 basic riddles, and like that, I finished the 6th day by making those riddles activate by the triggers that I made before. Day 7 and the last day. I started this day, logged in, and opened the itch.io page to check how much time was left and noticed something. So the submissions have started to jump from 3 to 7. That means one thing, that people started to upload their games, but I checked with which games were submitted and I did the I should tweet face. Now, I knew that I was cooked. I have no shot winning this game jam, but as I always say, I'm here for the love of the game. So I continued working for a good amount of time, because this time, for the first time through the whole jam, I woke up early. I finished the main menu, the ending menu, uh, happy to submit my game finally. But I remembered some few glitches and really fast fixed them. But I noticed this more glitches, and I said, "Nah, man, this is the problem for the player now." And I wish I was more, like, what's the word? Like, I can't find the word. But anyways, the game didn't upload. One time the game was bigger than the whole screen. One time it was too small. One time I crossed out of the screen. I needed to rebuild the game 9 different times, 9 different builds, fixing bugs, resizing UI. I did everything, and sometimes it even crashed into my face. But I waited for 2 days while rating many other games, and while rating the games, I said, "Yeah, again, I'm not winning, but I'm here for the love of the game again." The games that I saw were made by very, very talented and amazing people. Firstly, they were supportive. They reviewed my game and they really liked the color changing mechanic. They gave me notes how to make it better, and I really appreciate such a supportive and amazing community for having. Their games were no less. They were amazing. They implemented the idea theme and the special object in ways that they could have never imagined. It was really amazing. So after the 2 days and a half, the it ended. It ended, and now I wanna see how I did, and I think I'm cooked. I open the results tab very slowly, and I check my rank. I start scrolling. Okay, okay, know me so far. Okay, okay. I scroll down till the next page, and I found that overall I'm 23rd. And this is not a bad rank. Yeah, it's not winning, like it's not top 10 or something, but it's not a bad rank. Like, out of 300 participants, 23rd is amazing. And in the special object implementation, I got 43rd. Yeah, obviously, I didn't implement it very well. It even covered half of the screen. Gameplay was 21. Polish was 25th. I was 25th. Visuals 32nd. Audio 28th, which is somewhat weird. But my highest rank so ever is team implementation, and I got the 8th rank. I don't know how I got it, but it means that people really like the idea of color switching. And am I upset? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm happy more than anything else because I was able to complete and share my work with this amazing community. So the game will be down in the description. If you want to play it, sure, play it, but I'm sure you won't, because it's such a piece of trash and it has so many bugs. And if you play it, which I'm sure will not happen, uh, there's many bugs, many glitches. Maybe the resizing of the UI is stupid, but don't comment them down. I know them all, and I won't fix them. So bye bye.